Hello and what is up, people? Tomcat here, and in today's Spin Tires video, we're going to be checking out two awesome new trucks that I have been having. Dude, I've been having so much fun with these things. They're so much fun to drive. They're actually ridiculously overpowered. And real quick though, I want to sort out something about the frame rate. The frame rate in in this Spin Tires video and some of the Spin Tires videos that are coming is going to be a little wonky. That's because I'm recording these videos on my laptop, not my main computer, because my motherboard actually completely died, and it's getting replaced, but I'm waiting on the board itself to come in, and then I can replace it. So that computer is, like I said, is down right now, so anything PC related I'm having to do on my laptop, which does an okay job, but it's nowhere near as good as my other main rig, so I want to get that out of the way right here in the beginning of the video so you guys know. And anyway, go ahead and move on. Now, this is my favorite of the two trucks. This is a bad... Dude, this dually is bad. It is awesome. Like, bad in a good way. It is freaking legit. There's so much stuff to love about this truck. I mean, there's the really angry, aggressive front end of the new DURAMAX trucks, but there's also the just crazy... Oh, also the light bar works. But there's also just the crazy offset of these wheels that he put on here, and then just the stance that is set off by the tires, and just everything is so freaking on point, dude. Like, there's almost nothing to not love about this freaking truck. Like, I love it, man. I can't say much more than that about this thing. There's so many trucks in Spin Tires, but not all of them can reach a level that this truck has reached, where it pulls up, and you just know that the person behind the wheel of it is either, well, actually, I don't know. They're either quite a badass, or they've got issues in certain areas that we won't talk about. But anyway, that's a conversation for another video. But regardless, the interesting thing too here is this truck is solid front axle swapped. The other truck is independent front suspension, the non-dually truck. So that's an interesting comparison, actually, because I like the solid front axle DURAMAXs. I think they're gorgeous. I love the idea. Well, not really gorgeous, because it's not a visual thing. I mean, it is and it isn't, but I just love how they look so... there's just a sturdiness to a solid front axle, big, you know, one-ton truck. There's something really cool about that. There's something really, really cool about that to me. But with this being a dually and with it being wide, it's a little bit more rollover prone than the other truck, which is definitely a good bit more stable when you're going, you know, you're trying to drive along the side of a hill or something. But this one is much more for hauling than the other one is. You do have, like, basically, you have a UTV hauling deck. You have, actually, you have a high deck. You also have a low deck, and then you have ramps as well that you can use to load UTVs, and I'll do another video on that topic soon. But you can see the deck up top is really cool looking, really cool looking on the other truck. And also, again, with this one being independent front suspension instead of solid front axle, you don't quite get as much flex out of it, but honestly, I'm not really worried about flex with these trucks. I'm more concerned about their hauling ability. And really also just they're good for hauling, yes, but they're also a really good platform for a scouting truck. Like, you could use one of these to go and scout out a map, and it would actually do really well for it. I mean, you could use them also, obviously, for hauling, but to be fair, I would say it's just as much of a scouting truck as it is a hauling truck. The dually is, I would say, definitely more of a hauling truck than anything else. I mean, because it's a dually. You're not really going to use a dually for anything other than hauling, or maybe to just, you know, do odd jobs around a map that you might need to do if you're actually playing, you know, by the objective. But this truck, the single-wheel truck, is really well-rounded, and I like it. I like it a lot. There's so much to like about it, and particularly, it's, you know, it's got some really good hauling capabilities still. It's not quite the same hauling capability as the dually, obviously, but it's got that it's got that ability to be used as a scout truck because you can still fit it in between most trees. You can climb most hills with it, actually. It's really, really grippy, and you don't have to lug around all that extra weight of the dually. So you're definitely in a good place when using this truck as a scout vehicle on most maps. I wouldn't say every single map, but definitely most maps it applies to scouting really, really well. Now, I also would like to do, and I know it's funny, I talk about videos that I would like to do on these trucks, but the thing is, there's so much that I want to do, especially with these trucks, but with my other computer being down, dude, it's like one of those things where I have a lot of things that I have a lot of ideas that I want to do, but I gotta wait. I gotta wait for a part, and that's like with cars and computers, that's one of like the worst things ever is having to wait. Like if your computer is down or your car is down and you're waiting for a part and you know that it's gonna work fine after you get that part, but you have to wait for the part, and that's like dude, oh my god, like waiting for parts is just one of those things that it's like, man, I love ordering parts. I love putting parts on. I love driving, you know, the car or the truck and feeling the effect of those parts, but I hate waiting for parts. And the same is true with computers. Like, ordering computer parts and then using computer parts is blast. Waiting for computer parts, especially when a computer is down, sucks. So, I mean, anybody that builds cars or builds computers is going to know exactly what that feels like, or what that whole deal is like. But anyways, when you see, well, actually, yeah, when you see this video, you'll be seeing this video on Friday night, late Friday night. So tomorrow, I'm going to be out at Helen Import Day with the car, and it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I actually cleaned the car up a lot today. I got to finish a couple more things. I did the front wheels. I still got to do the rear wheels, and then I cleaned up the whole car. Like, the whole car itself did kind of like a waterless wash type deal. I like doing those more than like doing a fully involved wash. I mean, like, to be fair, okay, if I'm doing like a full-on, if I have like a couple of hours or more to clean my car, then I'll do like, I'll wash the whole thing, then I'll wax the whole thing, then I'll do the wheels, I'll use a wheel cleaner, I'll use, whatever I need to use to get into those little crevices on the wheels, I'll use whatever I needed to use to detail the interior. Basically, I'll do a full-on clean on the car. But if I only have like 25 minutes or 30 minutes, which is sometimes the case, then I'll do like a waterless wash. And I'll clean up the, just clean up the car and clean up the wheels. And it might not be exactly perfect, but it's definitely going to be a lot better than if you left it and didn't do anything at all. So it's one of those things where if you don't have the time to do a full, like, 2-hour car cleaning, they can definitely save you some time. So, back to the topic at hand, the trucks. These two trucks, I love them. I absolutely freaking love them. Hats off to the guy that made these trucks. They're a blast to drive. They're a blast to use, and I'm definitely going to keep using them. They're definitely going to be also hauling rigs for use in whenever I do like any kind of scenario or map scenario that requires hauling of vehicles, whether they be scouting vehicles or work vehicles or whatever they are, wherever they end up being, or logging equipment or whatever it may be. These are going to be some of the first on my list to use because they have pulling power. Like, oh my god. The pulling power of these trucks is absolutely ridiculous, to the point where when you're not pulling a trailer, like basically all the driving in this video, like if you put them in automatic mode, you can tell they're built to tow because they just pretty much jump out of their own skin when you set off. They're built to haul weight, and it really shows. It really, really does show they're built to haul weight. And it's like driving a truck in real life, where the truck, like, gets used to, like, the truck, and it's, if it's a newer truck and it's got adaptive programming on its transmission and things like that, if you're towing a trailer all the time, and then you take that trailer off and you boot it in that truck, it's gonna go. Like, I mean, it may not be any faster, but it's going to feel faster because the transmission has adapted itself to having that trailer behind it. So it's like, whoa, I don't have this weight on me anymore. Cool, I'm good to go. But anyway, it kind of feels like that when you drive these trucks sometimes, and it's definitely definitely, I love driving these things around, though. Especially the dually. It is absolutely badass, and I have been waiting for a while to have one of the new body style DURAMAX dualies in my Spin Tires garage. Hats off to the modder for doing a great job, and these mods are on the Steam Workshop if you want to check them out. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what y'all thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later. Make sure you come back tomorrow for more videos, and I'll be in the comments. I will be checking out your guys' comments and reading all your stuff. And again, hope you all enjoyed. See you guys next time.